Hello there, AppSpy fans, it's Peter here, and I've got a hands-on video for you. This time it's with Secret Files Tunguska. I think that's how you pronounce it. Tunguska? Tunguska? It's a point-and-click adventure from Germany, I believe, and it's going to come out this July, mid-July, on iOS. You know what? It looks pretty cool. This is the opening of the game, and I've never played this before, so you and I, we're going to learn together how we play. So, I'm dragging my finger across the screen, and what it's doing is it's highlighting at the top of the screen what there is that I can see or not see. So there's the file cabinet, there's the telephone. What's over here? There's a machine over here. So I'm going to hover over the file cabinet, let go, and on the left-hand side of the screen, there's the magnifying glass, so I'm going to tap that, and then Nina will say a huge armoire with a good dozen of drawers. There we are. Oh, that's good to know. Okay, Nina. So I can do that to look at things. There's also a piece of rock, and you'll also see that there's hand gesture. So I'm going to rush on over to that and pick up a piece of rock, and that will be added to my inventory bar, which you see at the bottom of the screen. I've also got the key to the motorcycle, mine and Dad's apartment, and a few whose functions may remain a mystery forever. Bit of a joke there from Secret Files Tunguska. So the game originally, I want to say, came out on Wii and PC, and it kind of received mediocre to warm reception. 60–70%, those sorts of scores. Maybe a 3 out of 5 if it had come out on iOS and AppSpy had reviewed it at the time. It also came out on DS a little bit later, and now it's come out on iOS, and you know what, it looks pretty good. So let's have a quick look around. There's telephone. Let's have a look at the telephone. Phone in the office. Private conversations are strictly... Okay, fine. I'm going to pick up the telephone. Rush, rush!
I don't know what's happened here, but I'd better call the police.
So now Nina's going to call the police.
Berlin Police Department.
Hello? Nina Kalinkov here. You've got to send someone here right away. My father has disappeared without a trace.
Since when?
No idea. I wanted to see him at work, but he wasn't there. Instead, the place looked
The
like
story,
ransacked.
as is explained in the intro cinematic, surrounds a blast that happened in 1908, and it was a explosion in a place called Tunguska, and it's kind of a mystery, like what actually happened there. But it, you know, killed a bunch of people. It set the sky ablaze. You know, there was all sorts of really big problems that came about from this explosion, but nobody knows what actually caused it. And this game, I guess, looks to kind of solve that mystery. It's set way after 1908. You might have noticed in the inventory that I had a mobile telephone. So it's kind of not set between two different times, but it is kind of interested in two separate times. So I'm going to go over to the desk. I'm going to go and look at the desk.
My father was never the picture of organization, but not even my place looks this bad.
And it's your typical adventure game dialogue, talking to yourself, thinking to yourself, I wonder if I could do this. And puzzles, most likely. So there's a coin missing. I'll bet you we have to find a coin. It's usually under the sofa, isn't it? Let's be honest. All my money ends up under the sofa. What's over here? There's a picture.
A picture of my parents' wedding.
So the game's kind of inspired by real events, and Nina is looking at the not only the events of Tunguska, but also why her father has gone missing. And you're going to visit a whole bunch of different locations, globe-trotting, sort of an adventure game. Apparently Germany, Russia, Cuba, China, and Antarctica, according to this press release I've just had a quick look at. I feel like the controls feel totally fine. Let's just play with this machine. I have no idea what this actually does. So obviously just pulling a lever is probably a good idea. And the visuals look pretty good. You know, it runs pretty smooth. I like the high quality environments. Can we do anything with a file cabinet? What else is there? Oh, there's a map. Let's have a look at the map.
The map shows a section of Siberia.
So if you have played the game before, I guess that this is going to be a retread of what you've already seen, and it looks pretty good. And if you haven't, then this is it's a loved point-and-click adventure. Certainly the fans that kind of gravitated towards it seem to like the series. There's also a sequel, I think, somewhere. I think that's also on PC and DS.
The photo has been torn in half.
And it seems to run well enough. The controls, the inputs seem pretty good. I don't want to spoil the rest of the game for you, obviously, because point-and-click adventures are absolutely their story and very little else. But it seems to interact well. It looks good, and the voice acting sounds pretty on the ball, I guess. Not the best, but not bad. So we'll leave it there. Are you gonna go on this adventure? Let me know in the comments. This is Peter with appspy.com. We review, you decide.